It's hard to make a documentary about the Holocaust anymore without something new to say. The best approach is to tell personal stories, reminders that every one of those bodies that we see in the photographs was a person who had a life, a history, a narrative, a family. Documenting individual stories is crucial because it pushes back against what the Nazis took away. Laura Bialis' documentary Vishniac does just that. It chronicles the journey of an individual, not one who perished, but one who documented the life of Jewish communities before the Nazis invaded Eastern Europe. He was Roman Vishniac, a professional photographer who was born in Tsarist Russia and whose work included unguarded photographs of Jewish life in Eastern Europe between 1935 and 1938. Through his photographs, one can see the narrative of the history of the Jews, of the Bolshevik uprising, and then after his family moved to Europe, the social freedom offered by the Weimar Republic, and then the rise of Hitler, the Nuremberg racial laws, Kristallnacht, the ghettos, the arrests, the deportations, and the death camps. All of these things Vishniac captured through his camera. The story is told largely by Roman's daughter Mara. The film was a labor of love. Mara was in her 90s and died in 2008, and in their time together, Bialis was able to capture candid interviews with Mara about her family, her father, and his work. What is surprising is that her stories aren't all glowing praise. She was not entirely protective of him, citing him as sometimes difficult toward her mother and his family in general, and shameless in his own self-promotion. By 1940, after Hitler had come to power, Roman and his family were lucky enough to get visas to leave Germany for America. Adding to the narrative was Roman's return to Europe after the war, where he chronicled the devastation that had taken place, the aftermath of the burned-out cities and displaced survivors looking for loved ones lucky enough to have survived. In many cases, Vishniac had before and after shots of streets and apartment buildings, places he knew quite well. In most documentaries, that would have been the end, but remarkably, Bialis keeps going, and I won't spoil the story of what happens afterwards. I'll just say it brings the importance of documenting life full circle. The material here is fascinating, but if I have one small complaint, it might be the use of recreations with actors. That's always been a major no-no in documentary filmmaking, and in a film that is a personal chronicle about a photographer dedicated to capturing life as it happens through his black and white images, it is distracting to suddenly have color recreations of events. I might have preferred that the entire story be told through Vishniac's images, but aside from those staged scenes, the film is still remarkable, individual, real, and engrossing. I'm Jerry Dean Roberts, and I'll see you next time.